there, my name's Jill Tiny. I'm from Collaboration Global, and this is our podcast, Being Human, Hidden Depths. I'm going to be interviewing some of our members from Collaboration Global, and they're going to be sharing with you their extraordinary lives. Although they would probably believe they're just normal, everyday, average humans, but they are extraordinary. A bit like you and me. We all have our story to tell. We've all been through difficult times, and we've come out the other end having learned an extraordinary amount about ourselves that we can share with others. So I think you'll find lots of things that will resonate with where you've been in your journey as well. I look forward to seeing you on the other side. Hello and welcome to Being Human, Hidden Depths, the podcast by Collaboration Global, where we talk to people about massive collaborations and also some not so huge collaborations. It's the showcase for a lot of our members, but also every so often I come across an individual that inspires me, that makes me go, wow, isn't she awesome? And that lady today, I'm very proud to introduce, is Shraddha Varmma from Fuzia Talent. Welcome, Shraddha. Lovely to have you here today.
Thank you so much, Jill, for having me here. It's lovely to be a part of this podcast with you. I was actually looking forward to it.
Oh, bless you. Me too, actually, because I'm just very inspired by what you are about. And I came across you guys, Fuzia Talent, through LinkedIn. God bless LinkedIn. And I was approached by you, by Shraddha, first of all, and I was interviewed for one of your, I don't know what.
It's a Fuzia interview story.
There we go, Fuzia interview story. Thank you so much. And it was lovely to actually have the opportunity to share my story and be part of who you guys are. And then as a result of that, I got chatting to find out more about you. Now, I know I have spoken to Fuzia Talent over the years, bit by bit, over, you've been in the background, my peripheral vision, but there comes a point when you go, I need some help. And as I was talking to Shraddha, I was like, can you just tell me some more about this? Because I think I need some help. And before you know it, we've got Neha on board, who is my lifesaver. I will say that now, and I will say that out in public. She is an absolute diamond. And within the space of about 10 days, she had organized me and given me strategies, written down beautiful strategies, diaries of what was supposed to happen, what she was going to do, all the keywords that she was going to put in, the things that she couldn't work with, the things that she needed to be able to work. And literally within 10 days, I got a notification to say, hey, Jill, you just earned $10 because of your podcast. And I was like, I've never earned a penny because of my podcast before. And it's purely because of the promotion that what she had done created. More and more people saw it. So now people are interested in sponsoring what we're doing. So I am over the moon so far. And it's only been a matter of weeks to get things going. But we're not here to talk about me. We're here to talk about the woman behind Fuzia. So just, Shraddha, tell us a little bit about how it got started. Where did you get the name from? Why did you think you could do it? What was your past that led you up to this point to start the ball rolling?
And it's indeed a very interesting story. Thank you for asking me that. I love sharing this entire journey because it always keeps me it makes me think about the journey we have led so far. I mean, now that when I look back, I really, I feel proud of myself seeing what I have finally, led to, becoming, and, whom all I have inspired or perhaps I have influenced. Yeah. And it really means a lot. It's like a big happy moment, even if I see one person coming to me saying that, hey, because of this, I'm able to now, do something confidently. So I'll tell you, this is very interesting. So Fuzia started very serendipitously. I mean, it started with a very personal space. And imagine that the spark came from 11-year-old.
Oh, so wow.
My co-founder, Riya Sinha, she was, she has always been an avid reader, a writer. And back then in 2012, she was just 11-year-old little girl. And she had written uh, an interesting book that was published on Amazon, uh, called as The Runaway Twins. And what she was doing is she was just her book had been launched, and she was presenting this book in a local Palo Alto bookstore to a bunch of kids, a 6-year-old, 7-year-olds.
Wow.
And uh, after that narration, and when she was presenting that book, there was a 6-year-old girl who came up to her and said, she congratulated Ria, and she just said, she just told her that, thank you for sharing your book with us, because now you've made me realize my dream. I will also become a writer one day.
Oh,
So
wow.
this was a conversation between two girls, 11-year-old and a 6-year-old.
Beautiful.
And that evening, while we were having a very candid discussion in our families, and Ria came to us and just asked, like, why can't more girls influence other girls to realize their dreams? That's it.
Wow.
This was a question she popped in front of us.
Gosh.
And very innocent one, but it really made us think, like, why not? We never really thought about it. We never really paid much attention.
Mhm.
But this was a question, the question of what would happen if women everywhere truly had the platform, the tools, the confidence to bring their ideas to life.
Mm.
So we started as a writing club. We started as Fuzia Writing Club because it was all about, uh, you know, fusion of cultures and ideas for us. It was
Yeah.
all about bringing women, and basically we started for girls. It was all about bringing girls together on a common platform. So that's how we coined the term fuchsia.
Yeah.
But we started as a writing club, an online space where girls could share their thoughts and expressions in the form of words and connect with each other. That's how it
Mhm.
all started. But uh, when I was younger, I also remember, I'd see brilliant women around me, talented, creative, capable, yet they felt always unseen, unheard, or
Mm.
they were held back due to lack of opportunity, or
Mm.
sometimes even just trying to juggle everything alone. And this is what lit something in me. I didn't want women to feel small or stuck. And because they were always settling for mediocre,
Mm.
or women in general tend to underestimate their own potential. I think these were the triggering points for me to make sure that I expand this vision further. It's not about just young girls now anymore.
Mm.
It was about thinking about a platform and actually having a platform where women, regardless of their age, their geographies, they come together at a common place and they connect with each other, sharing similar passion. So a space where they could share their creative expressions, where they could be themselves.
Mm.
And that's how we launched Fuchsia, a talent showcase platform, especially meant for women, where they can be themselves, where they can showcase their talents in any form, be it
Mm.
in the form of words, art, design, photography, etc. Something that where they can connect with, they can vent out. And we started this community. We saw, I mean, within a span of few months, we saw so many people coming from different parts of the world.
Mm.
And I think within 24 months, we also reached a community of 1 million women coming from approximately 15 countries. And
Wow.
these were women, I would see a girl who was 15-year-old to a woman who was even 45-year-old.
Mhm.
But all of them sharing, someone sharing their poem, to someone sharing their design, someone sharing their video. And it was amazing to see the kind of skilled talents coming in.
Wow.
Uh, so this was one of the major, I'll say that gave me happiness because I saw this as an achievement where I was able to bring in talented women together who were cheerleaders for each other.
Lovely.
As women, we generally don't really expect people to cheer for you. And, I think we have been born and brought up that way. The foundation has been so patriarchal that we
Yeah.
ourselves think that, okay, a man would do this job better. I mean, I remember, uh, my school days and when we were preparing for our entrance exams. And when we were asked by our parents, what do you want to become and what do you want to do?
Mhm.
There were some predefined answers and notions that, okay, if you're a girl, there are only two, three things that you can do ideally. You
Yeah.
cannot go into real estate and construction. HR job and a teaching job would be the
Yeah.
best job for you. So
Yeah.
ideally, so this is how the decisions were made in families. And I have been brought up in an environment similar like this, where people knew if you're a guy, if you're a boy, then of course engineering, and you do your engineering, construction, doctors, sales, etc. So and the interesting part is I have always been, questioning things. I always questioned the status quo, like a rebel, why, like even, I have a younger brother.
Mm.
So during my birthdays, through birthday events and all, I used to get the gifts like doll set and kitchen set, and
Yeah.
my brother used to get remote control cars and these things. So
Yeah.
this is something
Yeah. I always wanted one of those.
he was like, I was always annoyed. Like, I like remote control cars. I don't like dolls and kitchen sets. I should be getting this.
Yeah.
So I feel that this is one of the incidents that I feel has always been in me. Always questioning, like, why are these preconceived notions about what a girl should do,
Yeah.
what a boy should do, what we should not do? I mean, these things were already there, and I think it just built on. And I think, the stars just aligned at the right
Yes.
at right place at the right time, and fuchsia happened.
Yeah.
And finally it gave me that clarity and that vision of doing something for women. I didn't want women to feel stuck just because they don't have the right system
Yeah.
or they don't have the right support. And
Yeah.
I think that's what made me a catalyst for Fuchsia, starting it first as a creative platform and then growing it into a global movement and a business right now that actively supports women entrepreneurs, freelancers, coaches, solopreneurs entirely in this ecosystem.
Yeah, that's amazing. And I think as well, what you describe, a lot of women around the world have been feeling that and have felt that. And I would certainly, from my experience, exactly the same. Your daughters, grow up doing this, and the sons grow up doing that. And it isn't your parents' fault because it's just what it was like in those days.
Exactly.
And now, of course, as you say, it's an idea whose time has come, and you have grabbed the bull by the horns because it's like, no, it shouldn't be like that. Why should it be like that? Why can't we have it this way? And now
Exactly.
there is no reason on this planet why we can't have it this way. And for you to have built this amazing ecosystem around all these women that want to thrive and utilize their talents to do a greater thing, whatever it is. I mean, you must have seen some amazing success stories over the years. Have you come
Mhm.
across any clients that you kind of like, well, I never saw that coming, that have happened?
In fact, for a matter of fact, many of our clients today, they never came to us because they needed something, because they never realized that they needed some support,
Yeah. That's
right?
funny.
And uh, something that I've noticed is when I started working with women business owners and entrepreneurs,
Mm.
one thing became clear. They weren't struggling because they lacked the vision or they lacked the idea. They felt that they were meant to struggle because they are a business owner and they are running everything. So they
Oh,
have to do something
funny.
like that. So that's kind of a notion that they have.
Yeah.
Second, they were struggling because they were stretched too thin without they realizing it. They were doing everything:
Yeah.
marketing, admin, tech, looking after your family, playing with your kids, uh,
Mm.
your grandkids. I mean,
Cooking
you
and the
don't
cleaning, the
realize
washing and the, yeah,
we're
everything.
constantly in that loop and we don't realize it. We feel that it's our work, it's our job, and it's a part and parcel of life. But no, I
Yeah.
mean, we just need to perhaps have a look at ourselves, perhaps pause, contemplate, have a just realize what are the things that we really need to spend time on.
Mm.
What is it, where is it, where we can have the value. And honestly, it is these kind of conversations. So when I talk to people, it's majorly a very candid, organic conversation. And during these conversations itself,
Mm.
we get to know, and we realize ourselves that, okay, this is where perhaps I'm doing wrong, or perhaps this is where I would really want some expert help or some support. So when I see clients today, it really makes me happy to say that I was able to help so many people who didn't even realize that they were at a position to, a lot of them were at the verge of getting burnt out.
Yes.
And we've helped so many. I just remember receiving a message from one of our clients last year saying that, you helped me from burnout, from, reaching to
Yeah.
that stage of burnout.
Yeah.
And that really means a lot, because all I had to do is I just had to connect her with the right expert,
Yeah.
and who is already there, a part of our community. So I think the
Yeah.
Fuchsia community has played a very important role uh, in not just helping us grow, but I think it's more about helping each other grow, where all I'm doing is connecting you with other people in our community. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's a win-win situation.
That's beautiful. And I think from my own experience, what women don't realize, or anyone actually doesn't realize, if you're running a business and you're trying to do it all, um, what's funny is that you think, oh, I don't want to burn out, so I'll get some help. But actually, if you're being quite successful, if you still don't get help, you're going to be the block that stops you from getting to the next level and the next level. And the minute you take you out of doing the everyday stuff and start focusing on the vision and where you want it to go and who's got to get you there, all of these jobs down here that you were doing that you thought, oh, well, I'll save money, I'll do that bookkeeping, I'll save money, I'll do that editing, and the hours and hours that it takes to do. But if you forget that, if you take that block out of the way, you can fly, you can just carry on going, and it all starts to become a lot easier. So it's not just
Absolutely.
about the burnout, which is so endemic, but it's actually stopping yourself. And when most women, like I say, I shouldn't just say women, there are men out there as well who have this vision to help as many people as they can. If they are putting themselves in that way and making that block because of a false economy, oh, well, I'll save some money by not getting the bookkeeper in. Well, actually, you can actually go and make more money by getting a bookkeeper in, and
You
then you can
know
help,
something?
and then you can help more people. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I think it's like the
Yeah.
person who, um, I know several people who have so much knowledge and information that could put it into a book. And they start writing the book because it seems like a good idea at the time. And they start putting it, but it's quite difficult, isn't it, writing? But there's a lot to do about it. And when I used to coach people on how to get their first draft done and sort of get it out there and then get someone else to edit it and get it done, if they came up to a blockage, which was them, they might go, I haven't got enough time, or I
Hmm.
haven't got this, or I haven't got that. But they were the blockage that wasn't solving it. It's like, I would say to them,
Yeah.
how dare you? And they're like, what do you mean, how dare you? There is somebody out there waiting to read this book, and you're not letting them. You are not letting them read something that could change their life. You've got something
Exactly.
in you that can make a massive difference. Why are you holding on to it? You're not being fair. And all of a sudden they're like, oh yeah, I should write this book, shouldn't I? And it's exactly the same if you're holding yourself back by not investing in yourself, which is what you're doing by spending money on support, whether it be AI support or admin support or whatever support it is. You're being a blockage to helping more people. And ultimately, if we're in business, that's what we're in business for, is to help as many people as we can. So I love the fact we were talking before we came.
Absolutely. Exactly. And I think, uh, yes, in fact, I was just wanting to add to your point of don't stop yourself where you were sharing.
Yeah,
This is exactly like it's about Humans of Fuchsia as well. Like the reason why we started Humans of Fuchsia is because we wanted you to share your stories.
yeah,
And the same thing, that when you share your story, someone from some part of the world, some part of the globe might read it and might feel inspired.
yeah.
So you never know how your story can influence someone. And that was exactly what Humans of Fuchsia, the story was all about. So yeah, I think everything connects now, why, how the community was growing, because I think it's so important to invest in community, because it, in the end, it just multiplies resilience and opportunities,
Yes.
when you invest in community. And I think when you have the community, you bring in that talent. So it
Hmm.
became a talent hub.
Yeah.
And then we started sharing the stories, from people within the community, so that it can multiply and inspire more people across the globe.
What
And doing that, yeah.
what I love about that whole story is that you started the community and you had a million people or whatever it was that have joined you, and they're producing and creating and being part of the infrastructure of what you're about.
Yeah,
And then you started going, well, we can help these people. Let's get some people trained up. Let's get some people to support them in their
exactly.
admin and whatever they're doing. But so many people go, I want to deliver this. I want to deliver a bunch of VAs. I know 5 people that are VAs. I'm going to get them off started. And then they start thinking about community. And it's
Mhm.
like you've got this ulterior motive and you're trying to earn some money for yourself, but actually, and then you're trying to build a community underneath that. And it's kind of on shaky foundations, where you've done it the other way around, where your community have been thriving and growing, and they need some more support. And you've looked around and gone, how can I support them? Oh, I know, let's do this thing. And then it's organic, isn't it? And this to
Yeah,
me is a collaboration in itself. It's this organic growth of what collaboration should be. You see a problem and the community can find a solution. And
absolutely.
that's why I always feel that there isn't a problem on this planet that doesn't already have a solution, providing there's collaboration to go off and find it.
100%. In fact, that's why conversations like this matter.
Yeah.
Because when we share openly, we give others permission to ask for help, to take the leap, and to create businesses that don't just succeed, but also feel sustainable and fulfilling.
Mm,
Uh, because I think, as I mentioned, women in general, they don't, they keep things to themselves, that I've seen. And I
mm.
think these conversations can really change the mindset of a lot of people.
Yeah, absolutely. It's very inspiring to know that there are all these people out there that just want the best for each other.
Hmm.
It's a nice feeling. But you've moved on. You are completely in step with the way business is running today, and you're looking to the future and to AI. Tell us about the plans you have for that.
So I think AI has been on our radar since last 2 years now. Since the term was coined, and there was a big boom about leveraging AI and what it can do and what it cannot. So we started our works, and anyhow we had been already doing what we were doing best, that is working with coaches, solopreneurs, understanding, listening to their challenges, etc.
Mm-hmm.
And at the same time, simultaneously, I think in this has happened. This started 1.5 years back. We started doing our own research in terms of, like, while we are supporting existing clients with a lot of admin, marketing, website support, there were still certain challenges that were not met. There were still a lot of gaps.
Mm-hmm.
And we were trying to figure out, how can technology help us do that? Now, in the world of technology, it doesn't make sense to just have manual effort going everywhere. So how can technology be leveraged here? So we started creating a platform, and perhaps conceptualizing a platform
Yeah.
that can not just help you get leads, because that was the major problem statement that came from all of our clients, that, hey, we want more leads, more
Mm.
leads. Ultimately, we want to earn, we want to make our business profitable. So it makes sense. It was very, it was very much a valid statement in terms of the challenges. So we were wondering, like, how can technology be leveraged to capture leads? How can technology be leveraged to nurture leads and convert them?
Yeah.
Right now, everything is being done independently with independent tools. A lot of people juggling multiple tools
Mm.
for their business, which makes, because there was no option like that.
Mm.
So try to work on something that can merge everything together
Yeah.
on a single platform. Something that can help you capture the leads, something that can help you nurture the leads as well as convert them to a warm lead or a call.
Mm.
And in this, how AI can help you. For example, as a coach, I don't want to spend time in perhaps creating lead magnets or landing pages or designing a website. I don't want to spend time on that. I would rather spend time on, in talking with my clients and coaching them, etc. So we worked on a system where we can, allow you to create multiple such lead magnets, but without the time investment that you would ideally spend on this.
Wow.
Plus, how AI can really learn. Now, I think everyone uses ChatGPT and Claude and so many other platforms.
Mm.
So, how we can leverage these tools because they understand you, how we can train these AI models to understand what you need and perhaps create something for you that is relevant. So, it's like having a constant VA support 24/7 for you,
Mm.
helping you book calls, helping you send nudges and reminders to your clients, helping you create resources for your leads, etc. So we have compiled our research and we are constantly working with the team and we're finally here with the prototype. We'll be launching Fusia.ai soon, which will be an added arm and an added extension to Fuzia Talent, where Fuzia Talent on one hand, it's providing you with the human support,
Mm.
uh, you know. Uh, so here now we are trying to level up and matching it with the technology and AI support too, so that we all know that human plus AI is the future. It's never going to be independent.
No.
Alone AI cannot do things. Alone human, it's difficult to do everything.
Yeah.
So this is what we are trying to bring in and evolve. That is a human plus AI full-fledged 360-degree support angle for people.
That is phenomenal because I think what a lot of people who, like myself, see AI over there, it's like there's bright shiny objects that you want to get involved in. Oh, look, I've just seen this thing, and there's I've just seen this thing, but
Mhm.
it sucks away your time. So
True.
to be able to have somebody like a Fuchsia, one of Fuchsia's talent, who already understands the AI that Fuchsia have created, and then trains it and teaches it for our business, that means that I don't have to do all the hard work and the thinking, and that they can just ask me the questions and I'll tell them, and they set it all up. And it almost seems too good to be true, Shraddha. I really don't know. It's a
Tell me
brilliant
something about
idea.
it because I felt the same initially. That is this something that we can really pull it off? But now that we are, you know, we have built a prototype and we have seen the kind of results that's
Yeah.
it's creating. I mean, and plus it's always in a constant improvement mode. So we have our team regularly working on it as well. It's amazing to see, how we have evolved,
Yeah.
so we've done multiple prototypes and I could see like what it was 6 months after discussion and then 12 months and then another month going.
Yeah.
So
And of course,
every month I see that.
as it goes on and on, it keeps teaching itself anyway, doesn't it?
Exactly,
So it's
exactly.
going
Yeah.
to be improving. What I find interesting is there are a lot of VA companies out there that have kind of gone, oh, AI, it's taking my job away. So they're like ignoring it and not embracing it.
Mm.
So they're trying to make themselves more specialist in what they do rather than go, well, hang on, if I learn that, then I can incorporate that and it makes me more efficient.
Exactly. I mean, it's all about befriending technology. Nothing is possible if you are just trying to do it all alone, manually. I think it's the time to work smart. It's
Yeah.
the time to embrace technology. And there are so many interesting tools out there. Sometimes it's just fun to explore,
Mm.
how, what kind of tools today we have and what it can really enable you to do.
Mm.
So yeah,
Mm.
this is it.
And I also love being in at the ground floor when something happens like this. So
Exactly.
our community have a platform that is run from Mighty Networks, which is a massive platform, and there's lots and lots of people who have communities on the Mighty Network. And I was
Yeah.
in at the ground floor pretty much. I think they were 2 years old when I first joined into what I was doing over there. And to see them and how much they've grown, and it's blown my mind. The where we first started was so basic, but what I liked about them when I first started is they were contactable, they listened, they implemented what you needed, and they were there to help. And that's what you need when there's somebody that's created AI. Now, if you go to Amazon, for example, they don't really care if you've got a problem. If you've got a product on their site, they're, in the UK, they won't even talk to you. You can't get a
Mm.
real live person. You can email, and then if you're lucky, 3 days later, they'll email back going, how can we help?
Yeah.
Well, I sent that in the first email. I put everything in there. And where's that? Surely that's gone somewhere. So
Mm.
it really is lovely to be in on the ground floor with something like that. So I can see a good collaboration coming with Collaboration Global and what you guys are doing so that we can help support you and get more people to know about what you're doing. But of course, you've got this amazing community already out there. They're going to be going wild for this, aren't they?
Yeah. So we are having our annual virtual event that's called as EmpowerX 2025, and that's on 13th and 14th of November this year. It's a free event, and it's basically meant for all our community members, and where we discuss anything and everything around growing businesses, scaling, technology, AI, and it is at this time when we are also going to launch publicly Fuzia AI to everyone.
Wow.
So, we do have everything in place. We have amazing panel discussions lined up with, amazing panelists on board.
Mm.
Uh, so overall, we have 3 panel discussions and 2 keynotes along with the launch of Fuzia AI and a grand networking event. I
Wow.
think this will be an amazing opportunity for everyone. Firstly, because it's free, and secondly, because you have got nothing to lose. You're going to just understand what it would take to grow a business or scale a business, how you can perhaps get more leads and convert better clients and manage multiple tools, for example. So every year we keep this event just to discuss around how business owners or solopreneurs or people who are even trying to get started in their entrepreneurial journey, what are the things that they can keep in mind and how they can learn from peers and others. So this is going to be very exciting, and
Yeah.
it would be lovely to have you and the community and your community also be a part of it.
Oh, we'd love to. That'd be absolutely amazing. Yeah, for sure. I've just written down those dates. That's brilliant. I'm looking forward to that. Um, Looking back, I mean, when did Fuzia Talent start get launched, roughly?
So if I talk about the Fuzia brand or the Fuzia community, we started that from 2012 as a writing club and all. And
Right.
Fuzia Talent was born in 2019.
Oh my goodness, that's the same dates as Collaboration Global. So
Ah,
the idea was born in 2012. I started a company with a business partner, B Collaboration. And then he went his separate way in 2019. So in December 2019, Collaboration Global was born. And then the pandemic changed everything. So we've
correct.
shifted around, but ultimately the essence of it is the same.
Yeah.
It's about bringing good people together who want to help each other to see how we can collaborate to make the world a better place. And I think as a connection and a partnership, Fuzia is just so aligned with what we're up to and what we do. I think it's just beautiful. If you were to look back from your engagement, say back to 2019, what
Mhm.
would you say is the overriding thing that you have learned from the last 6 years?
I think one thing that I've definitely learned is there are going to be a lot of obstacles that are going to make you think that, hey, this is not going to work, and it's better you shut down everything.
Yeah, that's honest. That I
And
love
not
it.
one, not two, there would be multiple instances like that, because there's always going to be a point where you'll just feel that, oh, leave it. This is not meant for you.
Yeah.
And there would
And then
be,
what do you do when you get that feeling? How do you turn it around? Do you remember?
and yeah. So whenever I come to that point, all I do is I just go in my shell. I'm in my self-contemplation mode.
Right.
I try to spend time alone with myself. I just make a good, strong black coffee. I have a cozy corner in my room.
Oh, you are painting a good picture, Shraddha. Good.
So I have a cozy corner in my room with so there's a lot of lights, those ring lights and
Yep.
cute stickers. So I try to keep things cute in my corner. And all I do is I switch on my favorite music song and I just listen. And and there's a moment when I'm just drifted to that mode where I'm just rewinding things
Mm-hmm.
in and replaying things like what happened, what could have been done better,
Yeah.
what I can do next. And just replaying those instances in my mind gives me an idea, gives me, okay, yeah, this is what I missed. Let's try this again. You know, and
Yeah.
and the best thing I feel in me, and I'm proud of that, is that I am someone who is never going to feel dejected. I mean, I'll definitely feel very low. I'll definitely
Oh.
feel like I don't want to talk to anyone and stuff. But there's something in me that always keeps me going. Wait, let me prove them wrong. I have
Oh,
that
nice.
little spark, so what? Like, I'm that kind of a rebel and a stubborn person. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. So I'm wrong. I learned that this is wrong. This is the wrong way. Okay, fine. But I'm not someone oh, I did something wrong, or this is not something. I'm not going to feel demotivated kind of thing,
No,
and that's very temporary. So I've noticed that in myself,
it's
you know.
interesting. Yeah.
So I think that spark is something that grows, and I think this entire habit of replaying things in my mind when you are just with yourself
Mm.
and understanding and analyzing what has worked, what has not worked, what are the potential options,
Yeah.
and just seeking for help with a mentor. I
Yes.
think that also helps. I think the best part that I've learned being a part of the community as I've grown Fuchsia is always never feel afraid of asking out things, asking things or asking for help,
So
asking for
good.
some support
Yeah.
and guidance. I think that really helps a lot.
What I
So
think,
yeah, that's what I
yeah. I mean, that's absolutely brilliant because I think what many of us do, if something knocks us or somebody has not behaved in a way we've expected and it kind of triggers you or it upsets you or it knocks you off kilter, how many of us go around carrying on doing the doing, but with this little thing going round and round and round their heads of why did they say that? And you're cross and you're angry and it's festering and it's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Where to actually purposefully take yourself off, put some music on, be in your happy place, calm yourself down, and just go, okay, let's have a go. Let's have a think about what happened. Let's go back and see what happened. And then replaying it just to give you, and I love the fact that a solution and answer is just going to come floating in. It's like, oh, why did I say that? I could have said that. I should have, or I could do that. And that's huge empowerment, just letting your consciousness that the answer's already sitting in there. It's just giving them an opportunity to come out. And then if it hasn't come out by having a mentor, you're saying it out loud. And quite often you say it out loud. You don't even need the mentor to reply. Just being there,
exactly.
listening,
Yeah.
you recalculate and calibrate what the solution is. And it's like, well, thank you very much for your time. You can go now. But I didn't say anything. No, that's okay. I know what I'm doing. You're fine. That is a really good solution. We are about to go into, on the 4th of October, the World Mental Health Forum for a week. The World Mental Health Forum has got a summit for World Mental Health Week, and we are looking at how people utilize or create their good mental health. And that you've just given us as a beautiful example of an opportunity that rather than scratch at the scar and make it bleed again and just go through the pain all over again, you go and you give yourself something to drink, get your favorite coffee and some
Yeah.
music. You hit all your senses and just allow it to regurgitate and go back over in your mind in a calm, measured way,
Mhm.
so that you can then find a solution. And I think that is very it should be on prescription, that kind of what to do. Go to your doctor and get a prescription for, go find a happy place, go get your favorite drink, put some music on and wait, and see what happens. Because I think that's a really beautiful way. Now, for me, as an example, an extended example of that, I go to my happy place, which is by the ocean. That might mean a 4-hour car journey, but I get there. If I have to make a decision, I don't make a big decision. If I have to make a big decision, I can't make it in my house. I can't make it in my garden. I can't even make it in a forest, which is my next best thing. Or a river, not good enough. It's got to be the ocean, where I can't see a horizon. I can just see nothing, just the sea.
Ah.
And then I wait and I wait and I wait. And it might only take 10 minutes, it might take an hour, but I'll wait. Even in the rain, I'll wait. And the answer always comes. And it's always something that surprises me. I think I know the answer. So I go anyway, and then I'm like, whoa, hadn't seen that before. And
Mhm.
the power of silence and waiting and nature and just being in a calm, nobody's right, nobody's wrong. Harsh words might have been spoken, or you might be totally blank on what you've got to do next. But
Hmm.
waiting gives you that chance. I think that's
Yeah.
beautiful. Thank you for that picture. I really like that. It's amazing.
Awesome.
And it's knowing, as you say, whatever business you're,
Yeah.
if you've started a business, there will be times when you hope and wish and pray that you'd never started it, because
Yes.
it's hard work. And what I generally do, if technology gets the better of me and I get frustrated and I'm all on my own, so I've only got myself to blame, I just say to myself, right, Jill, don't do it anymore. Don't do it. Don't do it. Give up Collaboration Global. Go out and retire.
You
Don't
know.
go play with your grandchildren. Don't do it. And then I sit there for about a minute and go, but I want to do it. I want to do it. So I don't want to stop. This is what I love doing. So it's like, well, get on with it then. Stop mucking about. Sort out your tech problem, and then it carries on. You know there are going to be tough times in life. It's like a marriage, isn't it? It's never going to go
True.
like that. It's always going to go like
Exactly.
that. And that's what makes it fun.
Yeah.
So this is lovely. This is lovely. When you were a little girl, maybe 7 or 8, what was
Mhm.
your favorite thing to do? What fun thing did you used to really enjoy doing that maybe took you into a different world, or took you into, you didn't know what the time was, you're just having so much fun, you were totally absorbed with it? Can you remember anything?
I always used to love going out because I'm born and brought up in Mumbai, and so we have this beach. So I'm a sea lover, so I always loved to go with my father for a drive and go to Marine Drive.
Mm.
Uh, and just have a look at the coastline, the horizon, just look at the sunset, enjoy. And I would just love it to, I would just love the evening time, especially when you were seeing the sun setting
Yeah,
and the orangish hues on the sky, in the
yeah,
sky. I think that was my happy place, or my, something that gave me peace, something that gave me happiness. You're just taking your ice cream candy and
mm,
having it. And I remember uh, there's a place called as Juhu Beach here in Mumbai,
mm,
and there are multiple stalls of all those fast food, and there are we call it as gola, which is basically ice popsicles. I love those ice popsicles.
mm.
Just look at the sea, the waves, listen to the waves, look at the sunset, and that's it. That's the kind of vibe I really love. And even today,
Yeah,
I do enjoy visiting these places, especially anything that has a beach, that has seas, that where I can listen to the waves.
yeah.
So this is what I do.
Beautiful. So, if you were to be there on that beach with your feet, your toes tickling into the sand and into the sea, and you were able to talk to your 7-year-old self who's sitting there licking a popsicle, do you think she would be surprised at the woman that you have become?
Absolutely. without without a second doubt, because uh, I I myself, I feel proud of what I have
Yeah.
evolved into. Now, when I look back and all these years, I'm definitely going to see how the 7-year-old Shraddha is going to be super proud and super amazed into, looking at what I've achieved, what I've accomplished, what, what are the milestones that I've achieved, and something that I never even thought of.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty confident of that.
Yeah. I mean, when you consider the AI and everything that's coming in now, and how fast the internet has progressed in sort of the last 10, 20 years. When I was at school, we had careers advice. This job didn't exist. It wasn't,
Mm.
and it's like how we have evolved as nations and as societies over the last few years. But what I find now is I am managing to connect up with lots of other organizations that have the same values. We're kind of founded on love and connection and abundance and support and help, and making that difference where collaboration does it's enabling people to be the best that they can be. And I see that's what you've done with your beautiful community and the amazing ladies that support you. You don't, I'm just asking the question out there because I know one particular person who is a carpenter, very specialist carpenter, who loves doing the carpentry but doesn't love doing the admin. um,
Mhm.
do you just work and support business women, or do you work and support everybody?
So we support any business owner who loves to support women,
Right.
right? So in fact, in our clientele as well, we are at least having 25% businesses who are run by men and who believe in giving opportunity to skilled women talents. So yeah, we work with both men and women, anyone who is passionate about growing their business, scaling their business, and was also a strong believer in uh, gender equality and giving equal opportunities to women as well. So yeah.
Beautiful. Oh, that's lovely. Well, I shall pass your number on to him then. That would be lovely. And he's very supportive of me because he's putting up some lovely shelves and work in my house. So that would be lovely for him. Um, if you were to give anybody starting in business some advice, you remember
Mhm.
those days when you first started out, when it was all so much to think about, and you don't, when you first start out in the first year, I always say first year, so I'm a business coach as well, the first year of business, you're running on this adrenaline, it's so exciting, you're going to do this, it's going to be amazing. And in the second year it's like, yeah, it's still going to be amazing, but I'm a bit tired because I'm doing everything. And the third year is like, oh my god, is this what it's supposed to be like? It hasn't quite tipped into woohoo excitement and the success that maybe you thought it was. So looking back to that first year when you first started in this career that you have created for yourself, what advice would you give to somebody in the same position right now?
Oh, so I think that this is wonderful. One of the key advice I would definitely give someone starting off in their entrepreneurial journey is to never give up and have patience, because the first 2 years things are not really going to really work just the way you want. Sometimes people might uh, you know there would be a sudden change in just the last month of the year, but the initial 11 months would be such a big headache. So just have patience and just believe in what you're doing, because if you are not confident of what you're trying to do, then nobody will have confidence in you. So this is what I have learned. Like, until and unless even when I started building my team, I had to actually make sure and figure out if someone really believes in empowering women or elevating female leadership altogether.
Mm.
So if core values don't match, it will become very difficult to grow a business. So one thing is definitely believe in your vision, believe in the impact that you're trying to create. And second, when you're building your business, make sure you align those people who believe in you and your vision. That's very important.
Yeah.
And I think that creates a big difference. It does create a big difference.
Yeah, massively. It's those things that people don't necessarily consider on day one, you
Yeah.
know, what are my values? Who am I aligned to? What am I aligned? What's a no
Yeah.
a no
And I made
alignment?
that mistake earlier. I did have some people where I just focused on having the right skills. Okay, just having people in my team with the right skills and expertise. That's good. But in the end,
Yeah,
they didn't have that kind of alignment with the
yeah,
vision. I mean, it's just
yeah,
doing work for the sake of doing work.
yeah.
And that doesn't really bring out the right kind of
The cracks
uh,
begin to
result.
show, don't they? Yeah,
Yeah.
this is true. Listen, Shraddha, it's been absolute joy talking to you. Thank you so much for getting in touch and for supporting me with my business and what I'm doing with your amazing organization. I'm really looking forward to the summit on 13th and 14th of November. If someone wants to come to that, or if they want to have a chat with you about anything we've discussed today, what's the best way for them to get hold of you?
So the best way to get in touch with me is through my email, which is shraddha@fuchsia.com. I am absolutely very active on my emails. And of course, you can get in touch with me through my LinkedIn, where again, I'm very active. So these are the two best places to get in touch.
Lovely.
And for the event, for the summit that we have, if you go to fusiotalent.com, we do have a registration page there live. So you can join you can fill up the form and register for the event so that you are updated with all the updates.
Lovely. That's perfect. Thank you. And that's Fuzia as in Fuzia dot talent. So
Fusion, FUZIATALENT,
yeah.
fusiotalent.com.
Oh, .com. Beg your pardon. Thank you so much. It's been an absolute joy talking to you. You are such an inspiring woman. Long may you continue in what you're doing to support as many women as possible to be the success that we all know we can be. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that, Shraddha.
Thank you so much, Jill. It really meant a lot, and I really enjoyed our conversation today. Thank you so much for having
Thank
me.
you. I have too. The time has just flown by. And hopefully, we'll be seeing Shraddha maybe at one of our Collaboration Global meetings. So don't forget, if you want to come along to one of those sessions, you go to collaborationglobal.org and you can book yourself a space for one of those. Thank you.
I
See
would
you
love,
next time.
would love.
Take care.
Thank you so much.